Oh, I didn't see you there. How are you doing today? Right, we're training today. I'm training by myself at this point. Who knows who's gonna show up unexpectedly. The plan is to work on my human flag strength and not in the way you think. And then to do some tuck planche practice as well through banded practice, because I need to catch up with my son. The one thing he has on me is a tuck planche unbanded. I don't have that core strength. That just shows how men are stronger. But yeah, I think let's just try. We're gonna get upside down. I'm gonna do some full body rows, inverted rows. I think I'm at 71 kilograms at the moment, so still fairly strong and heavy. That should be a breeze. Let's try. 5 is good. Am I going to be able to do 5 on the other side? And I'm going to need a break before I do the other side. The lower arm is pushing religiously. You're pushing through the shoulder, straight arm, and this one is doing rows. So if you think about a bent over row, right, I'm rowing my body weight, 70 kilograms. But the funny thing is that I can't row 70 kilograms from the floor with one arm. I can do it upside down. Wow, okay, this is good. I actually didn't expect this. So today is a day after the challenge that I was talking about in the recent vlog. I can't tell you what it was because I've signed an NDA, but I can tell you that I did well, but now it's all up to the universe to decide how I'm gonna do. I thought I would be absolutely knackered today, and while there is a little bit of fatigue, I think it's the endorphins from yesterday that are just still keeping me going, and the sunshine. So when I woke up, I was like, I just had this desire to move. And the fact that I can do all this after what I did yesterday, this means it's going to be a great session today. If I can do that in the first 10 minutes of the session, I'm not even worried about the rest. So bravo, bravo. Right, a little bit more resting and then I'm going to go again. I'll just go straight to half tuck. You already know me, I don't waste time. So let's go for one harder, and my prediction is 3 reps. Like 5 would be intense. If I can, I'll keep going. Like 5 is a good number to have in my mind. Okay, 4. I'll take 4. Knowing how to preserve energy for what you're actually trying to improve at is the most important thing. I think that what just happens sort of towards the early stages of our training is that this incessant need to prove to people that we don't know, people that aren't even paying attention to us or looking. Like if you span around, you'll see no one's looking at us. There you go. Everyone's minding their own business. Look, everyone's working. It's just a reminder that no one's looking. You don't have anything to prove. If somebody walks in on your last set and you're struggling and they judge you based on that, that's on them. You do not owe it to anybody to make every set and every attempt to look perfect. You know what you came here to do, and so be it. Let's do the other side, okay. Well, I'll keep going on here until I run out of juice, and then once that's done, then tuck planche practice with bands and parallettes. I'm going to try vertical rows. That's so good. I've never done 4 vertical rows. in a row. Bravo. Go team.
High five.
High five.
High five.
High five. Oh, well, now I just have to do it on the other side. This is freaking brilliant. I didn't know I would have this today. I should put myself through more of what I did yesterday. I don't know what accent I'm adopting. Going northern. All right, moment. That's so good. Shapes. It stretches everything out when I do a shape on the way down. Somebody asked me, like, do I have a video for kicking up? I can tell you, like, it's the kicking up is like, just copy as I do. It's not that easy. There's so much to gauge that the kicking up, I tend to just teach it in person, because you need to know the trajectory for your leg. I need to know how open your hip is. So you have to create tension. So maybe this will help somebody who has this strength but just doesn't know their technique. But 9 times out of 10, this isn't gonna work just like that. So I usually set up with a straight lower arm and then the bent upper arm. So I create tension. Like, I know that I don't have this power to pull this hard today here, but I would, like, the tension is here so that I can become weightless in here, yeah? And then from here, when I swing up, I have to keep my core braced. I swing, I basically follow the trajectory of my leg up there, and then I catch myself in a tuck hold. That then allows me to pull myself up into my top arm, because that's what you really want, the top arm in the beginning. The higher up you are, the stronger the pull, the easier it is to going to open out. If you catch yourself really low, again, unless you have like disproportionately higher upper body strength, the chances are that you won't be able to correct that. So you want to catch, adjust, then do your skill. Rushing isn't going to get you anywhere. With human flag, definitely not. I didn't even take those shapes seriously before. I would like to do one properly. I'm just going to try one more time, just on my dominant side, and if that goes well, I'll do the non-dominant side. No pressure. One, it hurt my hand, and 2, I was closed. So this means that my shoulder is tired. So, au revoir, my friend. That was good for today. We're gonna move over to the next station. Right, okay, so I brought everything. I'm gonna start, I don't know, I haven't done this for a couple of months. So we're gonna see which bands I'm gonna use today. My new parallettes. God, these are so amazing. Like you saw me use for the always gonna be advertising. YouTube's gonna be saying, is this paid advertising? No, this is me. So I'm not paying anybody. This is mine. I love these. They are fantastic. Like, this grip is just so perfect. They're so stable. I'm in love. I will obviously still keep using the little ones, the beach ones. I've got those in my bag as well, because they are great for traveling. Like, they'll fit anywhere, but in London, you'll expect to see me with these. Start with, there we go. Start with that one. But I have to take my shoes off now because, sad story time. So sad. Last year, basically my favorite pair of trainers, which are like pure white trainers, I dragged the nose on AstroTurf, and I didn't think that would. I like literally doing tuck planche, and all it took was one rep, and it just scratched the noses. So I'm sad. And now I'm fine. Now I have learned from my mistakes, and I no longer keep my shoes on for this stuff. So the band goes below the hip bones. So I go forward to make sure I don't lose it, and then I go back. And I keep myself under the beam. So lean, that opens my chest. I brace, I lean forward, and now I slide my legs in and lift and lean. Oh my God. The seconds So these holds are literally 3 to 5 seconds. I suppose I could add a band and try to go for slightly longer ones. It's just full effort. And then my teenage son, who just turned 16 last week, I'm so happy that he has that over me, by the way, because his face when he realized that he can do something that I cannot, and that he hasn't even trained for it, I was just priceless. For a parent, I was so proud to see it, because I knew that was the moment he went, oh my gosh, I'm stronger than my mum. So yeah, he can lift himself into a tuck planche. So happy for him. On that note, let's see if I can get an extra second. Okay, I got it. I say to my clients, and I know that this is extreme, if your life depended on it, you would do it until you absolutely collapsed. And I know it sounds extreme, but that it works. That's the mindset, is that when you are on your knees, figuratively or literally speaking, and you think you cannot go on anymore, if there was I don't know, we don't have bears around here, but if there was something like bear or a crocodile or alligator, like, because I know I have a lot of people watching from the States, so if something like that was coming after you, like you would freaking put in the effort. Although if you're from Florida, you'd probably fight it. I know how you people are over there. You're not scared of anything. Like, I am impressed. I aspire to be that bold. Those are the things that help me hold on for longer. It's usually the mind that taps out first, and then the body bails as a result. But if your mind is just saying just one more rep, one more second, like until your arms go or your legs go, it's only then that we can say that we gave it our all. Again. Oh, that feels like it's gonna send me to space. And I teach it to my girls in workshops always, is that when you're a beginner, like, most rules don't apply. You are welcome and encouraged to do the skills however you kind of can. Like, just give it a try, and we mean it. Like, it's have fun and like find what you enjoy. However, if you've been, working away at especially one skill for like several months, like the more experienced you become, there are expectations on you, because you're carrying the sport forward. So it is on you to make sure that you represent it well, because it's calisthenics is so different. It's a worldwide family. And the obvious competitions are coming to be and everything, but it's not like yet a regulated sport. So it's very much like very close to heart to everybody who like started the sport or who has only just picked it up, but who feels really close. So it's like, out of respect to the sport and to other athletes and the ones that came before you, although in training there are different methods to reach the same outcome, this is where like the technique points really matter, because you can't take a common skill and do it poorly and then call it that skill. I mean, you can, as long as you acknowledge that you have room to improve, that's what's considered good, like good report or good sportsmanship. So me knowing when I first started doing tuck planche, I had no problem leaning as far forward just to get my feet off the ground. And now where I am, I'm like, you know what? That's cheating. So I just need to own up that I need several bands at the moment to do what I do, but I'm doing it properly so that I'm getting the help that I need, that I'm being lifted by the hips, but that I'm not using some witchcraft to get my heavy body off the ground. I'm gonna try 10 seconds with this one. I have 2 bands. I think that was 8. But I tried advanced tuck to begin with. Again, I don't know how it looked like until I watched this back. So whatever it was, what it was. But I gave it my all. So these long skinny arms need quite a bit of strengthening. So that's what we're working on here today. Okay, I think it's probably a good idea to move on from this skill and do one more other thing. and then that will be a good session. I welcome feedback from anybody who does practice planche or knows how to coach planche. You know, we can't go anywhere on our own, so advice is appreciated. I think we're going to go over there to the back corner, and we're going to do some cool shapes. I am going to start with the hardest one and then work my way to the easier holds as I get tired, switching to stronger bands should the need arise. More height. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna switch to half tuck. The old body is a little bit tired, so there's no point. I always try the full raises first and then base the rest of the workout on there. So yeah, I'll stick to the red band, but I'll do half tuck and that would be perfect. That was good. So I did them slowly to really feel my lats, because I'm so mobile, hypermobile in areas. That's why I pull into my lats first and into my arms, and then with slightly bent elbows I send myself into a front lever and then I straighten out. Because you see, this is my straight arm. If you want to see that, that's hyperextension for me, and that already hurts my elbow. So because I've had conversations with Cali guys often, and they're like, straighten your arms, and I'm like, but my arms are straight, and they're like, what, do you want me to do this? And they're going, no, and I'm like, well, then you have to take this, and if it doesn't look straight to you, then I can't do anything about it, because this is my body. Our physiques are different. If one has a lot of muscle mass on their arm, it will look way different. So this is my arm. I'm an ectomorph. I'm 5'9.5", so that's 176 centimeters. It's very, very important to remember in calisthenics especially, that the limb length, not just your height, but your limb length dictates like what's going to be easy for you and what's going to be challenging. And then men and women, hugely different. So things for like tall, long limb women like myself, certain skills are just very, very hard, but they're not impossible, because, you know, I've been able to I can do this. So this is my conditioning. Like, I can do that, but that gets me out of breath and gets me more tired quicker. So this is just a little bit of help to build up that strength gradually. That was good. I feel strong. So the next one, I'm gonna go from dead hang. Everyone who does calisthenics knows this. The red band, on some days it does sweet FA. You're like, this is useless, it's not helping me. And because those are the weekdays, right? And then the other days it's like, it's just the lifeline that you need, just that little bit between this is impossible and I can do it. So this is my favorite band to use, because it has quite a lot of stretch. You can pull it really quite tight so that it kind of like resembles the black band. But yeah, because it has a lot of give. Because if you actually swap for a really strong band without there being need, it's cheating. Like the purple one would just like lift me up, and there's no point. Tuck planche, I definitely need that. Anyway. Wow. Nice. Done. That was probably the shortest break ever, but we're going to try the other side. Doot, doot. That was hard. Well, that's the last round of that, I think. There we go. And I might try, just because I like to do it, I might do a couple of half lay or lay lifts as well, because those are without the band, and I like to finish with those. So give me a second. So I might need a bit of momentum. No, it's not bad. Oof. I think maybe I'm just too chill now, but I think that's a sign that I've done enough for today, because you saw that last rep, that was like half range, and I'm feeling a little bit spent now. If there are any particular skills that you'd like me to explain, maybe, kind of like how I explained kicking up into a human flag, let me know. I'll happily include these in these long form videos, and then I can also cut those into the shorter bits, so everybody can benefit from it. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining me here, and I will see you next week.